Hi there, this is Åsa. Today I'm making a layout for the day 3 challenge of the Victoria Marie FB group, 12 layouts of Christmas. And the prompt for day 3 was to use at least 3 die cuts, and I have never had any problems with using die cuts, so I think that this will go easy and not much thinking about the prompt. So when I first started this challenge 2 layouts ago, I had the idea that I would only use Christmas pictures, but already on the 3rd day I'm skipping out on that promise to myself. So these photos are from this summer when we got our 2nd kitten. His name is Mr. Felix Bigglesworth III, Lord of Spandex, and that might be a very big name for a very little cat, but you know, cats, they are all masters of the universe, so I think that this name is very suitable for our little kitten. He's called Felix for short. I decided to use 6 Project Life-like cards that I had in my stash. They were cat themed, and I have never made Project Life-like or pocketed style layout before, so this was the first time. I use a lot of Project Life cards in my scrapbooking, but I'm mostly using the 3x4 cards and not these 6x4 cards. I think they, in the way I use the cards, it is a lot easier to use the small ones. But now I chose 6 that I thought were really colorful and pretty, and they also went very well with the blue towel or blanket that's in the photos of the cat. So I can't say it was matching, but at least it went with the same color scheme. I have never been really tempted to do Project Life. Quite opposite, in fact. I don't like to scrapbook and feeling that I have to do it. That's a major no-no for my creativity. I have earlier in my life, when I got our daughter, I bought a journal or like a calendar for where you could write some journaling notes for each day, and I promised myself that I was going to write something every day. Yeah, you see where this is going. That black book became something that it gave me so much guilt that I didn't write in it. First I did, and it was like sure, I had to do it, and then I skipped a day and I got guilty conscious about that, and I tried to remember what I had done and write the things that I remembered, and then I had skipped a whole week, and I tried to remember, and it made me so guilty, and I felt just horrible when I saw that book. So I regret buying it in the first place, because these days I never go back and look in it, because I just see those days that I haven't written. And now when I see all people sharing their planners for next year, and many have already started, they are beautiful, and I feel really inspired by them, but no way that I'll start a planner and feel the pressure of needing to write in it and plan things and decorate it. No way. I have brought out my old planner, and I will use it for notes for my scrapbooking and my videos and my all my scrap related thoughts, but I will not at all use it as a journal in that way. I am trying very hard to stay out of those commitments. I'm not making a December daily either, because I don't want to get into that kind of a project that so obviously will look unfinished if I don't finish it. I don't know if you understand anything that I say. Back to the layout. I have rounded the corners of the photos, and I have matted them on black cardstock from my scrap folder, and I cut the corners of the mat to match the photo, and I chalk the edges of the papers or the project life cards and the with my ink blending tool, and now I'm starting to look for die cuts from the Chimel pack. It's lovely. I love it. It's so retro, and it's so so very me. There you have it again. It's the hipster trend that's so it gets to me so well and so easy. I just fall into that category. I decided to use that number 2 since this new cat will be number 2 in our family. So I wanted to add that, so it says I love 2 cats. And the others, the other die cuts mainly brought color and some shape to the page. Not much meaning really. The alarm clock might have some meaning, because the cats in our family pretty much act like alarm clocks in the morning, and so that might made some kind of symbolical sense. But other than that, it's just items, and they kind of made a nice addition to the different cards. As you can see, I have a new crafting mat. It arrived yesterday in the mail, and I'm so very pleased, and my hubby would like one as well, I think. We can share. It does get a bit messy when we paint, and hubby has a tray that he tries to use as a surface for his painting, but when it comes to real life, that tray is mainly storing his paints, so he is painting right onto the table, and eventually it gets splattered, and that's not that nice. But I have bought a couple of different mats that we can use when we do messy crafting, so I hope that we can save our table a bit more. It is a crafting table, but it's also in our living room, so it would be nice if it looked like a proper table also. I stamped with my roller stamp, and I used the arrival time stamp, and I will also use a date stamp that says June 22nd when the photos are taken, and kind of a big deal, it says in front. I thought that was appropriate. And now I mount the cards onto a white background, and I had a problem getting them to line up. I think I really so those cards seems to be hand cut, but in the same way time I think they came in a package where they were already cut. So I don't really know how that is possible. I can't imagine the manufacturer hand cutting those. So, but they weren't straight in. No, they weren't straight at all, and it was really hard to line them up. And when I looked at this, it didn't look good. So I ran to the cupboard and fetched a black cardstock instead. I needed to stop the recording because I was gasping for air and I had to cough. This voice thing of mine is really annoying, and I've been coughing for several weeks now. It's totally it gets on my nerves, really. When I placed the cards on the black cardstock, it felt a lot better. But then I tore or ripped apart the card that I had cut to make those banners go over the photo. And when I ripped it off the white cardstock, it tore. But I managed to fix it, and I don't think it's noticeable on the finished layout. Kittens play with yarn, so I thought that some baker's twine would be a really nice decoration or embellishment on this page. So I just balled up some into some circular shapes or knots, and then I wanted to make a twine heart. So I just zoomed in here when I'm making the heart. I do those once in a while, and then I forget about them, and then I start doing them again, and I think they are really cute and they are easy to make, so I just wanted to show you how I make them. It doesn't really become a heart before you glue it down, but you'll see the result in just a few seconds. I secure the heart with some of my glue from the glue pen, and it will stay there in the nice shape that I wanted to have it in. And now it's just gluing down the twine, and I will also add a couple of wood veneer cats. Those I bought in in bulk. No, I not really bulk, but I bought 3 packages of those when I saw them. So now I can use them whenever I want to, without thinking that I will run out of them anytime soon. I choose, I think, 5 of them this time, and I glue them not randomly but without much thought around the page. And that was the finishing touch of this layout. And I hope that you have enjoyed my process video, and I will most definitely make pages with 6x4 cards again, because I think it was really fun, and it also suits my multi-photo style, so that I can put at least 6 photos on the page without feeling that it's too crowded. Take care and see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.